Hi guys, so welcome to Unit 2 Vocabulary. Yay! As we go through a few things, remember, don't steal any of my sentences, make your own friendly definitions, and just to give you a heads up, there's going to be some slides on here that I did not write sentences on. Mwahaha. You actually have to listen. All right, here we go. Acculturation. It's a noun, and it means many. It means adaptation or blend of two cultures. We've used this word actually a number of times in class. Many immigrants have forgotten their native cultures because of acculturation in their new countries. Acculturation is the act of blending two cultures specifically. You're not going to acculturate the chocolate and the milk, okay? Adventitious. It is an adjective. It means accidental or unplanned. I had an adventitious stroke of luck, an accidental or an unplanned. And it's always going to be positive. So if it's an adventitious stroke of luck, something good happened. If you had an adventitious discovery this morning, it would be a good discovery, an accidental or unplanned in a good way event. A zealot. Okay. A zealot is a noun. It is a person. This is going to be one of those slides where you have to listen. So, a zealot is a person who has an uncompromising pursuit of religion. A good synonym for that would be a fanatic. So it's somebody who is uncompromising about their religious beliefs. It is negative in tone. It most often has to do like the connotation is very much like you're a crazy person about your religion. Think like people, like religious people in the South, like 80 years ago, who would, shake snakes around and stuff and say that God was going to protect them. They'd be religious zealots. Aplomb. It is a noun. It is great self-confidence. The tightrope walker was filled with aplomb as he walked, because otherwise his insecurity might have caused him to fall. So it is great self-confidence, but not to the point of being like full of yourself. Approbation. It's a noun and it means approval or praise. It is not the same as adulation, which is a really big approval or praise, like a giant crowd. Approbation could be like a smaller approval or praise. So after the dog sniffed out the drugs, the policewoman showed her approbation or small piece of thanks by giving him a Scooby snack. Okay. Your parents might give you or might show their approbation by, I don't know, like letting you stay out late one night or something. Provincial, it is an adjective and it means local or narrow minded, very small minded. Provincial is a negatively toned word. You would not want to be described as provincial. It kind of means that you're like small minded and like a hillbilly, like you kind of don't know any better because you don't read or watch the news. You'd be described as provincial. Refusing to use any food from other areas, the restaurant only uses provincial ingredients. In this way, it's being used as a local ingredient, right? But like I said, this word normally has two different types of uses. It's either local, like local ingredients, or you have a provincial opinion of, I don't know, gay marriage or something. It's very like small minded and like closed off. Callow, it's an adjective. It is a negatively toned word. The callow youth made a brash display of their immaturity by egging my wife's car. Immature, without experience, like freshmen would be callow. They don't like know how to act. All right. If you just start a sport, you might display some callow behavior because you are without experience. Decadence. It is a noun and it means excessive self indulgence, overdoing it. The ice cream sundae loaded with 10 different toppings was pure decadence. Okay. So, my birthday cake, I want it to be designed with some decadence in mind. Epitome. It is not epitome. It is epitome. It's a noun, and it means a model or perfect example of an epitome. A paragon might be another good synonym for this. Never missing a single day of school, earning only A's, and studying every night, Sarah was the epitome of the perfect student, the perfect example of. And when you go to use a sentence in a sentence, try to take this phrase epitome of. You'll probably use the word correctly if you take epitome of. Somebody is the epitome of something else. And this could be either positive or negative. I want to say that too. You could either be the epitome of greatness or the epitome of terrible. Intercede. It is a verb and it means to intervene, mediate, get in the way, get in the middle of. Bobby and Greg argued so much, I had to intercede. So if two friends are fighting, you would intercede. Lawyers intercede on their client's behalf. They show up and like get in the way between the client and the judge. Intrinsic, it's an adjective, and it means inherent, belonging to someone by its very nature. So if you look at the sentence, he had an intrinsic ability to remember phone numbers because like he was born with that ability. Like some people might have an intrinsic ability to draw, right? They're like really great at it, or an intrinsic ability to play basketball. It's something belonging to that person. They were born with it. Lurid. It is, this is a negatively toned word, okay, causing shock or gruesome. Lurid details, like in this sentence, okay, you would hear lurid news, maybe. It's something that causes shock and is gruesome. You wouldn't say like her prom dress was lurid unless there was like blood all over it. You might want a lurid Halloween costume, however. Magnanimous. It is positive in tone. It's an adjective. It's people, not animals or places. So people have to behave in a magnanimous way, being very giving. Okay, like you see here, very generous or forgiving. A good synonym might be big-hearted. You might want to be known for your magnanimous behavior. If you, I don't know, join like a community service club, like Key Club. Meritorious, it's an adjective and it means praiseworthy or commendable. After saving the lives of so many people, the fireman's meritorious career. Okay, so it's worthy of praise. So meritorious football career. Okay, meritorious album, like it was so good that it was praiseworthy. Regress, it is negative in tone and it means like to go backwards, to return to a former less developed state. Some good synonyms are relapse or backslide. It's not physically moving backwards. Like you wouldn't say I'm regressing down the road. It's like people or laws or countries or maybe even a culture that's going backwards, right? Like they are kind of regressing into something that they used to be. Occult, it's an adjective. It's negative in tone, mysterious, magical, supernatural. So the occult matters, the occult witches, the occult holiday would be Halloween. Sang-froid, this is my favorite word on here, it's French. Sang-froid, it is a noun and it is positive. And sang-froid means composure or coolness under pressure, self-control. Like if you see this little picture here, the guy's like, getting attacked by his polar bear, and he's showing a lot of sang-froid. And sang-froid is a little bit different than a word we had earlier on that has a similar definition. Sang-froid is not just self-confidence, but it's self-control and confidence in like a tense situation. Prerogative. Well, prerogative, it's a noun. It's your special right to do something. Since I earned my PhD, I definitely have a prerogative to. If you go to write your own sentence, use prerogative to, right? I have a prerogative to stay up as late as I want to, like a special right that I have. Ubiquitous. It is an adjective and it means everywhere. It's a neutrally toned word. You could describe good things or bad things that way. So, for example, here in the picture, it used to be that beards and mustaches were kind of like rare, but now if you go into anywhere that's like kind of full of hip, cool people, you're gonna see lots of beards and lots of mustaches. Polite, it is a noun and it is negative in tone. People or animals can have it. Normally it's referring to groups. So polite is kind of like the sickness or the thing that's keeping them down. Okay, so like the Irish dealt with the plight of the potato famine, which is why they came here. So the plight is like the thing keeping you down. Some of you may feel like, I don't know, all the work in English is a bit of a plight after a while. Okay, I think that's it. If I duplicated any words from an earlier unit, I'm very sorry, but this should all be okay. Okay, see you in class. Bye.